top 10 builds on NBA 2K26. We're going to jump right into it, but I do want to tell you guys, if you're new to the channel, I always say to my viewers, use these builds as templates and tweak them to fit the game mode and the playstyle that you prefer to use. These are some extremely elite builds created by some of the best players in the community, but they created it specifically for themselves. So make sure you tweak it to your liking if you plan on making any of these. And to go along with the best builds on NBA 2K26, you're gonna want the biggest green window jump shot to put on that build. And NBA 2K Labs has you covered. They have a bunch of free tools on their website, but what you're really looking for is under the premium section, the custom jump shot data. This is an absolute cheat code every year on 2K. This data contains statistically tested jump shots for your specific build, giving you the biggest green windows and the fastest releases, giving you an edge over the competition. I personally use this database for all my builds. If you're interested in access to this, use code Joe at checkout for a big discount. I cannot recommend NBA 2K Lab enough. The first build I have is my new optimized 6'8 build. And I say it's optimized because it really uses cap breakers to their fullest ability, creating the most versatile build possible. Now this is a 6'8 build that I use on the 3s, the 2s, 5v5 Pro-Am, Rec, Proving Grounds. It's extremely versatile in what it can do, and it's more of like a point forward kind of bigger ball handler type of build, even though I made it at the shooting guard position. One of my favorite aspects about this build is the cap breakers and the way I utilize them on ball handle and speed with ball, but also future cap breakers, like getting 96 perimeter defense for all the Hall of Fame defensive badges and things like that. It is set up perfectly to be optimized right now and get even better as I unlock more cap breakers. As you can see with the Badge Max plus 1s and 2s screen, extremely elite with Legend Posterizer, Legend Set Shot, Hoff Lightning Launch. There's a lot of ways you could change these Badge Max plus 1s and 2s around to fit your specific play style and really cater the build to your liking. But this is the build I play on majority of the time you see me in my videos, whether it's Rec, Pro-Am, Park, or anything else. 90% of the time, this is the build that I'm playing on. Let's move on to the next build. The next one, and you guys all knew these builds were going to be in here, the 7'4 stretch bigs, or whatever you want to call them, the 7'4 demigod builds. This is coming from Double H, and I chose his because not only is it 7'4 with the 89 3-pointer and the legend set shot and all that stuff when you use your Badge Max plus 1s and 2s, but I chose it because I feel like he really did a great job of not only making the 7'4 as versatile as possible, but really optimizing it with the cap breakers that he had. He hit all the thresholds of the 73 driving dunk for the bronze posterizer, the 90 standing dunk for the gold rise up, the shooting that you want on these types of builds, the high pass accuracy, the 93 block, as high of rebounding as you can get, the physicals that, you know, go with the 7'4. He did a great job of optimizing the 7'4, not to mention that he has the 87 post control, so you could start to get in that post bag. I think this is a great version of the 7'4 minimum wingspan bigs. Shout out to Double H, one of the best builds on the game. We're gonna shift gears and go over to a defensive style of build. This is coming from my boy Swag Godly, and this is his 6'9 back end build, popper build, however you want to describe it. It's basically a power forward if you're playing 5v5. It could play the center position or the 2 position if you're playing 3v3. And if you're on the 2s, it's definitely the big man position. As you can see, not much playmaking because you're not looking to really handle the ball and things like that. But defensively, it is insane. Legend Paint Patroller, Legend Chase Down, and then when you start to implement the Badge Max plus 1s and 2s, it really starts to go to the next level with Legend On Ball, Legend Interceptor, Legend Challenger, Legend Pogo Stick, and then Gold Rebound Chaser, Gold Set Shot. A really, really good defensive build. But as you can see, this year, he sacrificed the strength because you don't need it for Box Out Beast. He used his +1 to take his immovable enforcer to silver, and then of course he has the Hoff Box Out Beast using another +1 as well. Overall, a really good power forward build. He plays power forward for my Pro-Am team, and we went 100-0, so it's definitely a good template to start with if you're a power forward. Next up, we're looking at a 7'1" center from my boy Hoff VE, one of the best centers in all of comp Pro-Am. So this is a build designed for 5v5 competitive Pro-Am. You could tweak this if you're a random rec player, or if you're just somebody who likes to hoop 5v5 or 3v3, you can tweak this. but he specifically made this to play Comp Pro-Am, and it is the prototypical popper that you would want in a Comp Pro-Am setting. The high pass accuracy to throw fast breaks, the 99 offensive rebound and 90 defensive rebound combined with the good vertical, giving you the legend rebound chaser and just the ability to snag over the top of people, the 90 standing with good driving for pick and roll settings. You can pop with that 78 three ball. You could even use a +2 to put that to offset shot. It is designed to guard the corner on defense, rotate down, dominate glass, and be a beast in the pick and roll, pick and pop game. Overall, a really well-designed center build on 2K26. Now, I know because of the way defense is on this game, a lot of people make the argument that like lockdowns are pointless, but I can make the argument that lockdowns are even more valuable if it's a good lock who can get stops. This is coming from my boy Bauer. This is his 6'7" on-ball lockdown build. You see the 99 perimeter, 94 steal, 85 strength. Now, I could make the argument it might be more valuable to drop the strength down to like the 72 range and then use it to get more block, which I think he has another version of this build with higher block and lower strength. He kind of fluctuates between the two depending on what he's feeling like playing on. But the 83 three-pointer with the 89 midi, really high shooting for a lockdown so you could spot up hash or corner. The 72 standing dunk is bronze rise up, which is really valuable as a cutter, whether you're cutting out of the corner or the hash. Overall, a really solid lockdown build to build off of if you're looking to be an on-ball defender. Shout out to Bauer for hooking us up with the build. Switching gears back to the optimized 6'8" cap breaker type of builds. This is coming from my boy Gliz, one of the best players on the game, hands down. Former NBA 2K League #1 draft pick. It's a different type of 6'8". Mine was more high finishing, long arms. His is small arms, high shooting. 96 mid, 92 3 on the 6'8". Identical playmaking to me, really similar defense to me. And then you look at the finishing. Obviously, to get the high shooting, you had to sacrifice a little finishing, but still decent finishing with the 80 driving dunk. We start to look at the batch max +1s and 2s. I mean, you're looking at legend shifty, legend set shot, a bunch of Hall of Fame shooting and defense badges. A really well balanced high shooting version of the 6'8" builds. Really effective on NBA 2K26. The next build is coming from my boy Solo. And what if I told you his player card was looking like this? And he plays on a 6'6". He took down a 116 game win streak. He held a 96 game win streak, 94 win percentage with over 2,000 games played. You know this build is valid. Now, y'all know I also made a 6'6", and I do really like certain things about the 6'6s. I love the fact that with the 86 speed with ball, you can +2 that to legend lightning launch. Also, you see Solo has the 93 three-pointer, so a high three ball. He's got gold limitless. You could +1 or 2 that if you wanted to. Or he's got the gold set shot. You could +2 that to legend. You have extremely good shooting is my point. You see he's got the 92 perimeter, 85 steal, very high driving dunk. It is a well-balanced 6'6", and it's no surprise that he's going crazy in the park. Like I said, with over a 94 win percentage with 2,000 plus games played, a really well-balanced 6'6". The 6'8s are more popular, and there's things about the 6'8 that are better, but there are things about the 6'6 are better that we touched on. The higher shooting, the legend lightning launch, etc. You just have to decide kind of how you want to play on this game. Every height has its pluses and minuses, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, before I even show you this build, it comes with a disclaimer. This has to be used by the right player. You have to be super skilled to use this, but in the right hands, it is unstoppable. This is Greenlight's build. He had 47 points, 21 assists. This is like a full 2K League sweat lobby Comp Pro-Am game. This is the build that he plays on. A 6'1" guard that is essentially all offense. Now, you have to have a team around you to be able to hide you on defense. But on offense, you are a juggernaut. 99 3, 87 dunk. You use +2 on the posterizer to have Hoff posterizer with all legend shooting badges. The 94 speed with ball for legend lightning launch. You are able to do the 92 pass act, high ball handle. You are an absolute juggernaut on offense, running pick and roll, pick and pop with your center. But you have to be hidden on defense, and you have to have the right team around you. This build in the wrong hands is a disaster waiting to happen. But in the hands of a 2K League player like Greenlight, you are a juggernaut and you are unstoppable on offense, and it warps the defense around you. So it is the value trade-off of, okay, I'm a liability on defense, but I can create offense for everyone on my team and drop 50 a game. Now, if you're looking for a small guard with a little bit more balance to it, my boy Fab has a great option for you here with his 6'3" build. Now, Fab was a former NBA 2K League professional player, and he's currently the number 2 ranked player on the 1v1me app, where top players compete daily in wagers on the 2v2 court. He's a well-established, one of the best 2K players of all time, and his 6'3" build here is extremely balanced, and it still has that kind of juggernaut feel on offense, but he's got the 85 perimeter, the 85 steal, the 60 block. Of course, it's still a small guard, and on this game, height really matters, so it's going to be a bit of a liability on defense, but it is nowhere near the last guard build that we looked at. It definitely is a bit more balanced, a little bit less offense, but trading it for actually having a comparable defensive setup. This is Fab's 6'3" build. Shout out to Fab. Now, I know the community really fell in love with the 7'4" minimum wingspan builds, and they are extremely good, but I honestly prefer the 7'4" long arm builds like this from Joey 2K. The ability to get the 99 rebound on a 7'4" build with long arms, it just increases your range of where you can get to a rebound from. You can just track down balls out of the air and snag over the top of people, not only because the 99 rating, but also because the long arms. Now, you get the 78 3-pointer, which is silver set shot. Use your Badge Max +2 on that to push it to half set shot. If you know how to shoot, especially if you're a rhythm shooter, you're going to be knocked down with that. The 93 pass act, the 90 standing dunk, the 75 driving, it is just a really nicely balanced build at 7'4". He used this in our ranked Pro-Am journey where we did go 100-0. It's an extremely good long arm 7'4" build, and I really like it. But if you want to check out the Comp Pro-Am Game of the Year, click that video on the screen right there. The 7'4s, man, oh my goodness, just go check it out.